What's going on, family? Alex with AJ Duelist, and today's gonna be a slightly different video. I figured instead of opening stuff up, since I had a pretty big card show, it was the GG2 card show in Broken Arrow, which is basically Tulsa, Oklahoma. It was a huge turnout, and I don't know if any of you guys have actually been to some of these shows, but I am constantly like buying and flipping stuff. Like my inventory literally like was almost all gobbled up within like the first like hour of the show. Even some of my higher end stuff like my Moonbryon, shout out to 405 Michael, bought it within the first like 10 minutes of me being there, which is kind of nuts. So what I wanted to do was I wanted to kind of a recap of everything new in my inventory. It's not necessarily everything, but this is kind of a lot of the stuff. I bought a lot of slabs. I bought a ton of raw. I even bought some sealed, both Pokemon and Yu-Gi-Oh! And then I even have a couple personal collection stuff that you'll have to find out at the end of the video. If you're a Yu-Gi-Oh! Fan, if you stay to the end and you see what it is, let me know what you think of that to enter the giveaway. But for the regular Pokemon giveaways, I will be giving away these four guys right here. That Swampert EX is actually a World Championship promo. And then I got this Pikachu and then a couple of these more modern cards. All you gotta do is be subscribed, like the darn video, and then tell me what's your favorite pickup from today's video. It could be a sealed product, it could be a raw card, it could be a slab, because I got tons of slabs too. So without further ado, let's get into it. I figured what I can do is I got some cards right here, but I guess we'll do the sealed, some of the easier sealed. So here is, so here's one of the Yu-Gi-Oh things. I bought a Kaiba's collection box. The guy that came in had a lot of cool things. I was able to buy a couple of these. I actually opened this Legendary Collection 3 Yugi's World on the channel recently, so I picked up another good one of those. I picked up a Joey's World collection box, which is nuts, and that's why it was so cool. I was able to trade some of my slabs for stuff I can open for the channel. There's a Kaiba one, gotta have Kaiba, and then here's a cool one I have not opened up for the channel. I was able to pick up a Legendary Collection 2 seal, so that's gonna be fun to open for the channel. Now in terms of Pokemon, I bought a lot of loose packs from the guy too, but I also was able to pick up this Charizard EX box. It's definitely seen better days, like the plastic's literally almost punched through, but you just don't find these like anywhere, so it's really cool. Promo, you get like Flash Fire, XY, I mean it definitely seen better days, but luckily we were able to come up with a pretty good deal to purchase that. So I was gonna like do a vendor POV, but unfortunately with the table situation, it was not very big at all. Like it was kind of crap. So here's some of the cards. Actually, let's start off in here, just because I think the ones in this stack over here are stuff that I'm gonna send to. I'm gonna send a grading if I don't damage all these cards. I could have thought this through a little bit better. Unless, hey guys, there's a lot of stuff, so I figure I'll try my best. This has kind of helped to document my stuff too, as all this stuff just kind of like so. Let's get to one. So, yep. Once I was able to pick up a ton of vintage stuff, and a lot of this stuff is pretty bad shape, and then some of it was actually pretty good. Like I said, I done went through everything and labeled all of the basic conditions on like what I would sell it for, and anything that don't have it on there, like I would just not put nothing on there, because there's a lot of modern stuff. And plus too, said a lot of guys were asking me like, hey man, I want to see what you picked up, and I was like, well, I have to make a video, because if not, I'll have to send the same video to like everybody else. So that's why I'm like, well, let's just show everybody what I picked up, and then if there's anybody that wants stuff, they can just holler at me, because we got all kinds of stuff. So we were able to buy a lot of big collections, a lot of, and I think this is also with trades too. So I was able to trade a lot of my stuff as well. So we picked up some really sweet stuff. Like even this blaster is heavy played, but it's awesome. Like that Ho-Ho. I was able to pick up a Neo Genesis Lugia, but look at the backside, it's basically 8 off. But it's still cool though, nonetheless, to have in your repertoire. Because I'm always picking up vintage holos, even if they're bangers, because they're pretty sweet. That's a cool old promo from back in the day. Always nice to have binder copies. I don't know about you guys, I love binder copies. Charizard EX. Like I said, we just picked up a ton of stuff, man, and I was so happy. You'll see, I was able to pick up a lot of old, especially Lily Charizards. I was able to pick up a lot of old e-reader, like commons, like Skyridge commons as well. And I tell you what, man, it's cool to see how clean. Oh, and I'm making a mess. It's cool to see how clean some of them guys are. Because see, the name of the game of this, guys, is you're not necessarily selling as much, you're making trades. Because basically, let's say I have this, $1,000 card that somebody wants. Well, I mean, like a lot of us, we can't just go and blow $1,000 on a card. But what you can do, you can trade. And yes, there's trades in my favor, but it's very fair. I mean, 80% is very fair, and sometimes it's even high as 85. I mean, depending on what it is. And that allows you not to spend that kind of money, and basically you get, to get what you want. So I said a lot of these were acquired. I think the bulk of these was from a collection a guy just wanted to get rid of. And it's a lot. It took forever to go through everything. Yeah, there's an old big card. But I'm glad I did, because I needed a lot more raw cards. Because that was probably like not a complaint I was getting, but you could tell that people were really wishing I had more raw. Because I got a ton of slabs. I think I filled up 3 cases, counting my Yu-Gi-Oh! So here we go. We're getting some old commons. This reverse. Look at that old Hitmontop. Ain't that just so cool? Yeah, I was very fortunate that the guy came through me, and he sold me some pretty cool slabs too. And I'll show you guys that here in a second. And if there's any cards in here that you just like really want, let me know. I'm sure we can make a deal. You can message me on Instagram, AJDuelistTCG at gmail.com. That's where I like to do a lot of my deals. So that we're working towards having a physical store next year in Hutchinson, Kansas. So here's some of these old cards I was telling you all about. But yeah, any of you guys interested? Like I said, I'm pretty fair, I feel like. And then if we sell through Instagram, I can beat the fees and get you guys a better price too. So kind of works out, But again, just we got a ton of like modern, and we even got some old stuff too. So the binders, that's cool. That's it. So we got a lot of good stuff, a little bit of everything. Look at that. Oh, Ursaring just chilling in the hot tub. So I was very happy. That's a cute card, light play. That's a good card. So I was very happy with how everybody showed up. So it was super busy. It was so much fun though. I met some incredible people. Shout out to Michael, Kevin, and anybody that came by my booth. I mean, there's so many people I can't even begin to remember, because I said there's just so many awesome people that came up, made a sweet deal with me, and thankful. So here's some more. Again, some of these old commons are like super, super awesome. Very minty too, like me personally, I don't want to be grading a lot of commons. I'd rather grade a little bit higher, more higher end stuff, but if you guys just need some good binder copies, I mean, these are pretty good. Like, some of these are pretty darn awesome. I mean, I promise, I'm trying to rush through. There's just a lot. You even got some different languages. Japanese. Matt. So that should be what I had in my ETB. So here's for my friend Craig. I think he's going to be picking up these 4 guys maybe, And so here's the cards that I'm sending in to grade. These are some pretty cool pickups. Like probably my coolest raw pickups. I got a first edition Raichu German, a first edition French Alakazam, and both these are probably like light played. Not really in bad shape. I mean, the French one, this is probably closer to mod, but it'd just be cool to have slabbed up. This guy looks really good. I got a couple Bulbas that I want to grade. This Umbreon VMAX was super clean. The Blastoise EX was awesome. This is the inverted promo, so look at the back of this. It's upside down, boys. Like, ain't that cool? So that's going to be fun to grade just to have. This light Togetic is really clean. Probably end up getting a 7, which is still pretty good. And then I got a couple of these Gyarados EXs, like, there's the Mewtwo. Got another Gary to grade. Gengar EX, the promo. This Latios, man, this Dragon. This was an awesome card. Even, it ain't gonna 10 or 9, but if we can get a 7, I mean, great, I'd be happy. Another Gary, dude, sweet card. This was big. The Swampert EX, this was big. Very clean. Well, like near mint minus, like LP plus, but I still want to grade it. Pretty dang cool. The Machamp, the starter deck, the Umbreon. This is just a rare, and it's a common, but like I said, I don't grade a lot of commons. Pretty clean. Got the Blaine's Arcanine, got an Infernape level X, and then this Mewtwo. My gosh, it was clean. Very freaking clean. Almost looked pack fresh. No scuffings, no nothing. So, be curious to see if I can at least get an 8 on that. Hell, and I would be great. I don't look into getting 10s on some of that vintage stuff. PSA's been very harsh on a lot of my stuff. So, without further ado, we're gonna start getting into the slabs. There's no rhyme or reason. There's some higher end stuff, some lower end. So. These are just all the slabs that I picked up over the weekend. Just like for their buying a collection or through trades. So you got the Gardevoir EX, the good one. Got Zeraora. The Morty's Conviction was pretty good. Haunter 7. That's first edition, which is kind of cool. The Gloom in a 10. This is going to be interesting how we get everything to show without making a mess. So we got... let me put this guy up. Rain. This is a cool. So my Umbreon got sold, so I had to pick this guy up. Leafeon. I got the Mew VMAX. Sneasler. This is a beautiful card. Love this guy in person. Such a beautiful card. Love the Celebi. Got that guy as well. Let's see here. We got. This was kind of a cute trade that I did with the kid. Not worth much. Like I said, I basically like this one. I think this one was really like a $10 card. Like it was. I told him I just gave the kid like 10. I don't even did $20 just so I can give this to somebody. Not much. I really didn't want it. Like I really didn't want this. This is a 5, but it'd be fun for like a giveaway or something, you know. This is a big one. PSA 10, Chilling Reign, Blaziken, VMAX. Can't beat that. Got the Gary V-Star to 10. It's my second one. I got the Azumarill, a Japanese 10. Pretty sweet. Alright, we're gonna get to some more even better stuff. Alright. So, love this guy. One of my favorite Altarts of all time. Love the Machamp. Got the Garchomp in a 10. Suicune. Like I said, a lot of times people, they want your 10, so you got to replenish. So I was buying stuff. This is a cool card. It's just CGC Pristine. Probably not a lot of money. Same with this. CGC 10. Love the old label. I think someone traded up for this. They traded me in cash on top. Let's see here. We can't show the best one. We can show some. Okay. We got the Duraludon VMAX 10, Calyrider. Got the Mewtwo and the Charizard. Like, look at that. That's pretty darn cool, ain't it? And then we got the Japanese Charmander in a 10, which is funny how much cheaper it is compared to the North American. Alright, so here's the bangers, guys. So I think there might be some slightly lower end cards in this. But then we get the Lugia V, the 10, Dragonite V. So here's some of the lower end ones. You got the, I love this Deoxys. Glaceon, I got the Mew VMAX. This was a cool clear card. I got this in a trade. Surprised this guy was like $55. Here's the only Yu-Gi-Oh slab I picked up. It's a Beckett Blue Eyes White Dragon Ghost, and the guy just wanted to get rid of it. You know, he, I think I got this super cheap, because I wasn't even going to buy it, but he like let me buy it at 50%. So I was like, okay, because I already had a PSA 9 in this, and I think I had my 9 for like $280, $300, and he sold it to me like $150. So like I can't say no to that. Like that's a great card. Someone's gonna want it. Oh wait, here we go. Here's some good ones. The Charizard Shining Face. This is a big one. Very happy. I got the Gengar Mimikyu GX in a 10. Pretty sweet. A lot of fun. I mean, I needed a big alt art since my Umbreon. And then look at this, boys. This is a big pickup. I picked up the Reverse Foil Skyridge Charizard in a PSA 8. I actually bought this from another vendor, so I mentioned my Moonbreon got sold, I had my Bubble Mew got sold. I needed something else a little bit, like another high-end, like older card. So I had a bunch of modern stuff, and I was like, you know what? Let's get this for the case. It's a beautiful card, so I'm very glad I have it. And then last but not least, this is probably my wackiest purchase that I got. So the same guy that sold me the collection, he sold me this PSA 5 Spanish First Edition Charizard. Like, come on, man, it's really funny. I mean, you just don't see these, like, ever. And I know it's not anything special, but it's one of those conversation grabbers. And I mean, it's just funny because you don't see these guys like ever. So this was a pretty fun purchase. Will it ever sell? Probably not on the table. I mean, I could be surprised, but this is just a fun conversation starter to say I got me a first edition Charizard, right? So really cool with that. And without further ado, for my Yu-Gi-Oh fans, if you guys, you know, are real Yu-Gi-Oh fans, and this is really big for me. This is a personal piece, like a PC, personal collection piece. I was able to buy the Dark Lord World Championship prize cards. And what's so cool is I met a guy named Kevin. I can't think of his last name. He was another vendor, and he was actually top 32 in the world back at Worlds. I'm assuming 2009, 2010 era. Yeah, these were 2010. So maybe 2009, 2010. And he saw that I was into Yu-Gi-Oh! And the dude had this in this awesome display, like World Championship qualifier. And I'm not going to resell this. This is a very awesome piece to me. And he gave me a hell of a deal for this. So this is something that I don't think I'll ever sell. You can't even find this. You can't even find this sealed like this. Like, you can find these pretty much raw, I think for about $1,000, I think by themselves. But in a case with, I mean, I'm not gonna find it. So it was really neat. If you stuck around this long, let me know. Let me know your favorite pickup. Like if this is, you know, tell me what, you know, if you're a Yu-Gi-Oh fan, what's your I guess opinion on World Championship cards. And if you do, let me see here. I'll throw a bone at you guys. I'll throw you guys a. Let's see. What about a first edition Red Eyes Black Dragon? So for my Yu-Gi-Oh fans, if you made it this long, I'm sure half of you guys are gone. But if you made it this long, I'll do that giveaway as well for my Yu-Gi-Oh fans. So 2 giveaways, one for the Pokemon cats and one for my Yu-Gi-Oh mates. From the bottom of my heart, thank you guys so much. I hope someday that I can meet some of you in person and we can have some fun, make some deals, maybe duel, play some old GOAT format Yu-Gi-Oh, or even just talk about your collecting journey. It's been so big, and it's literally 5x'd. Everything, we started out with a little table. Like from that first video I did, I just had one like display, and now we're up to 3 big displays filled up, and then like a smaller display for some of my sealed packs and stuff. And it's just been a wild journey. And I'm so thankful. I keep making some awesome friends along the way, and I hope this transition into, you know, me owning a card shop down the line, I hope this really helps me get to that point. So thank you guys so much. I love every single one of you. I hope you guys have a wonderful day or night. I'm Alex with AG Duelist, and I'm signing